Good morning, rise and shine, beautiful people. Wherever you are today, I want you to take a few minutes and I want you to enjoy this talk that I'm going to provide for you because I'm of the belief that most people are not in control. Most people are not in control, and then it's unfortunate that they have structured themselves in a way that's causing them never to be able to get in control. Okay, they're structuring themselves to where they'll never get in control. In other words, they'll always be the tail, they'll always be beneath, they'll always be the borrowers, and they'll never get to the place where they see dominance and prominence. I want to help you today. I'm Coach Ricardo Miller, and if this is your first time here on my channel, I want you to do me a favor and I want you to subscribe. Okay, go ahead and subscribe to this channel and put a comment down below and say this is a first time viewer. But really, here on this channel, it's all about helping you to create a life you don't need to take a vacation from. It's the real deal, guys. Practical tips that's going to help you to win in life. And that's really what it's all about. Your goal on a daily basis should be to help yourself to get better in all that you're called to do, all that you find yourself doing. You want to tell yourself, I'm getting better with age. That's the goal. The goal is to get better with age. The goal is to become more skilled in structuring yourself in a way that life is working more on your terms. If you don't like where you are right now, you can change where you are by making some decisions that over time will bring you to a place that allows you to be in control. So this morning, that's what I want to dive into. I want to dive into practical principles that's going to truly allow you to become the one in control. How do you do that, Coach Ricardo Miller? Well, I'm glad you asked. Well, I'm originally from the Bahamas. I've been on a journey learning to maximize my potential. I've been loving life, and this season of my life has become the best season of my life. At 45 years old, what I'm about to share with you, it's important that you embrace these principles for yourself. The first thing that I will say is that number one, you got to commit to having that quiet time, that time where you stop and you acknowledge that there is a creator, someone who has given you the chance to be here in this world with the abilities that you have to dominate, crush, and excel. So I believe the first thing you need to do is you got to pray. Pray for guidance, okay? Pray for direction. Pray for wisdom. Pray for help. Ask the all supreme being. Ask God, help me. Help me on my journey. Help me to see what I don't know. Help me to see what I haven't seen. Help me not to continue to go around in circles, because there are a lot of people that's going around in circles. You don't want to continue to go around in circles. So the first thing is I want you to do is, if you're going to take your life back and take control of it, you have to decide, "Yeah, I'm going to start praying more." The next thing is I want you to start reading books. Read books, good books, books that will help you in the areas that you need improvement in. Don't just read to be informed, read to be transformed. Allow the books that you read to help you to gain knowledge in the areas where you're not doing so well. Something you don't know could be costing you a whole lot of misery. What I want you to know is there is a book that has been written that can help you to gain mastery or to strengthen your ability in the area where you're struggling the most. Start reading more books. One of the things that I've been practicing is reading a book a week. I picked that habit up from the late Dr. Miles Monroe. And reading books, I've discovered is that there are people who have people who have learned something that I don't know, that they have placed within a book that will allow me to get it so that I can have the results that they acquired through the experience and education and the work that they have put in to get what they wanted, and they got it. And guess what? I can have it too if I would take my time and go ahead and start grabbing a hold of the books necessary to bring me up to par in the areas of deficiencies and allow me to know what I need to know when it comes to mastery in any particular subject matter. So if you want to take control of your life, you got to start reading. There's a famous statement that says, readers are leaders. Okay? Don't read just to know, read to be transformed by the information you become aware of. Okay? So every time you get a chance, open a book. And it may not be the paperback book. You may have to go Kindle. You may have to go with Audible, but get that knowledge. That's really what it's all about. The next thing is, I want you to make a commitment. If you're going to take control of your life, you're going to have to become productive. You're going to have to, listen, you got to have to get to the point where you don't waste your time. Days are expensive. A day wasted is a day you'll never ever get. So you've got to get to the point where it's all about being productive. It's all about getting the most out of your days. It's all about learning how to utilize what you've been given correctly. That you can learn how to do that through books. You want to be productive. The people who are productive have a tendency of excelling more than those who are not productive. Taking control of your life will require you to become a person who is productive. You don't want to just be present. You want to be highly engaged at a level that you're excelling in all that you put your hands to. 2021 could be your year where you're winning in every area. But that's going to require work like you have never worked before. So go ahead and study, what does it mean to be productive? Have I been productive up to this point? Am I getting better with age, or am I just increasing in age? So you got to decide, I'm going to be productive. The other thing, as you are aiming to be productive and you're wanting to take control of your life, the next thing is you're going to have to learn new skills. You're going to have to learn new skills. The truth of the matter is you're not in control of your life because there are some things you don't know. But once you get to know those things, guess what? It can help you to have a greater level of control over your life. Well, new skills will give you a higher chance of taking control of your life. Computer skills, speaking skills, sales skills, negotiation skills. Come on. There are so many different types of skill sets out there, and you can learn. You're not too old to learn. A guy was telling me not so long ago, he said, man, I don't know why. I've heard a few people tell me this, and I've had to correct them, but he said, you can't teach an old dog new trick. I went on to say, I'm glad you're not a dog. You're a human being, and you can change if you want to change. You can learn new skills if you really want to learn new skills. You're going to have to decide, I want to learn new skills. I want to make the rest of my life the best of my life. And with all this change that's happening in the world, you're not going to take control of your life if you're not willing to learn new skills. Learn new skills. It's possible for you to learn what you need to learn to get to where you're trying to go. Now, this is the other one. I got to connect this. You got to tell yourself, I'm going to stop procrastinating. So the next one is stop procrastinating, because procrastination is costing you. It's hurting you. So you've been saying you want to learn new skills. You've been saying you want to read the book. You've been saying I need to become more productive and stop wasting my days, but you're a procrastinator. And if you keep procrastinating, procrastination is going to hinder you. It's not going to help you. You've got to know effective living is possible for you. But procrastination is hurting you. And if you're a procrastinator, all of us have a little procrastination in us. But you got to get better at mastering this particular area to tell yourself, if I'm over procrastinating to a degree where it is to my detriment, I need to stop it, and I need to learn how to do that. That needs to be a book that you buy and look at. Go get my book, Effective Living. It'll help you so much to take control of your life. If you have not read my book, Effective Living, go to ricardomiller.com and read that book. Oh my goodness, get the book. If you get it at my website, I'll sign it for you. Okay? I'll sign it for you. So you got to tell yourself, I'm going to stop procrastinating because it's not helping me, it's hurting me. And I can get better in this area. That's a confession that you have to say to yourself. I could get better in this area. I will get better in this area. Stop procrastinating. And then here's the deal. Stop seeking people's approval. In your pursuit to take control of your life, there are too many people looking for a stamp of approval from someone else. You are responsible for creating the life you desire. Let me say that again. You are responsible for the life you desire. If you don't like where you are, you can change where you are. But you've got to get to the point where you stop seeking the approval of others. I'm 45 years old and I found myself struggling with this, struggling with the approval factor because I want people to like me. Let me tell you something. At some point, you got to accept the fact that some people are not going to like you, and that's okay. Some people are going to love you. Some people are going to be lifelong friends. Some people are going to walk this journey with you, and you're going to be blessed to be accompanied by them. But for those who ain't feeling you, those who don't like how you show up in the world, that's on them. I can't please everybody. Everybody's not going to watch my video. Everybody's not going to subscribe to my channel. Everybody is not going to buy my book. But there are people who are being blessed. Their lives are being transformed because I decided to bring about something that I believe can help humanity. And I'm showing up every day doing what I believe I'm supposed to do. And it's helping. You got to get to the point where you stop, examine, and look at yourself and say, hey, have I been trying to seek people's approval? And that's what's costing me. I bought that car not because of me, because I thought it would impress my sister. I built that home because my mama would have been proud of it. My daddy would have been proud of it, but I don't even like the home. I didn't even want that size of a house. It doesn't make sense for me to have that house. Some people went to school, got a degree because they wanted someone to say you've done well. And the truth is, they don't feel like they've done well. I want to help you to take control of your life. If you're watching us for the very first time here on this YouTube channel, I need you to subscribe to this channel. In addition, every Monday, I drop a blog on my website, ricardomiller.com. On that blog site, you'll find that there are different types of information that will help you to look at yourself and start doing the work necessary to get you to where you're trying to go. Go to the blog, say Ricardo Miller, I read the blog, good stuff. I promise you it's going to help. So get to the point where you're not trying to seek the approval of others. Seeking the approval of others will bring you to a place where they may be pleased, but you may not be pleased. It may bring you to a place where they're liking what you have become, but you may not like what you have become. You may have a lot going for you, but if you're not in control of what's going on around you, then why are you doing what you're doing? You got to get to the place where it's really about you finding fulfillment. It's about you embracing that there's a place of happiness. There's a place where there's peace. There's a place where there is joy. And that's where you want to preside. So stop procrastinating. Stop seeking the approval of others. And then what I want you to do is I want you to start realizing in your pursuit to take control of your life, you need to start selling something. Start selling something. Yeah. Start selling something. You need to know that, listen, your job is not enough. Your job is not enough. Take control of your life and tell yourself, listen, I'm going to write a book and start selling the book. You know, you bake, start baking something and start selling it. Come on, you can make things. Start making something and start selling it. You want to make sure that you have the opportunity to structure your life in a way where you are making money. Okay? You're making money. And I'm not talking about making money on someone else's job. I'm talking about making money through the avenue of having made something that you can sell. Start selling something. You can find something that has been created already that you like and a lot of people like, but they don't have access to. You can start selling it. Because when your money is funny, your life will be limited. Okay? When your money is funny, your life will be limited. So what you want to do is you want to get to the point where you start selling something. You want to get to the point where you start becoming more in control of your life. And one of the ways you can do that is making sure that, hey, I'm not only making money through a job, but I'm also making money through selling something. I believe you should sell something. I've been selling something for a long time. I was in elementary school in the Bahamas. I used to sell, if you're from the Bahamas, we had this thing called cup. I used to sell cup and salty and sodas. I would sell gum, bubble gum in my bag, and I would be selling gum in school. I was always a hustler. All right? So start selling something. The other thing is, I want you to watch it. Spend less than you earn. If you want to take control of your life, now you're starting to sell something, you're making something, and you got a job, but now I want you to do is I want you to spend less than you earn. You want to take control of your life, you got to realize you cannot continue living paycheck to paycheck. That constant hustle and going where you're trying to keep up with the bills because you're living beyond your means is hurting you, not helping you. Identify where you're wasting money and start pulling back. Start pulling back. You don't have to have a new outfit to go out every time. You don't have to go out and buy fast food every week. You don't have to have all of those channels on TV. You don't have to upgrade your phone right now. You don't have, there's so many things you don't have to, but you've conditioned yourself to believe that you have to, and you've been spending. And so what I'm saying to you is if you want to take control of your life, you're going to have to spend less than you earn. Get to the point where you start to realize you just never know what's going to happen to the company. You just never know what's going to happen to the economy. You want to put yourself in a healthy place where you're not overextended. The other thing is I want you to stay away from toxic people. In your pursuit to take control of your life, you got to understand life is a series of decisions that has to be made by us. We should learn how to make those decisions better every day. One of the decisions we have to learn how to make is how to distance ourselves from people who are not good for us. There are toxic people. There are people, they've come closer to you and they've only taken, they have not given. There are people who have gotten closer to you, and as they've gotten closer to you, what you found out is you've lost more than you've gained. They're not helping, they're hurting. And the energy, the spirit, the conversation, the way they show up in your life, you know it's hurting you, but you have come to a place where you want company around you. You've increased in age, but you have not learned how to love yourself enough to be by yourself. I prefer to be by myself than to be in the company of a bunch of toxic people. And that's a development. You got to get to the point where you learn to like peace more than you like the company of people, anybody. I want peace. I want joy. I want a level of comfort. I want a level of success. I want a level of accomplishment. And everybody is not into that. So you have to examine who's around you, who's helping, who's hurting, who's for me, who's against me. Not everybody is for you. Not everyone is for you. And so you've got to identify, if not everyone is for me, then I have to pay attention to who's helping and who's hurting. Stay away from toxic people. And last but not least, I want you to start accepting the fact that you're selling something. I want that selling something to go into creating multiple streams of income. Creating multiple streams of income. Your ability to make multiple streams of income gives you the highest level of control over your life. Your decision to have multiple streams of income gives you the ability to be able to generate funds that will allow you to take advantage of other opportunities that will present itself. But you got to know that one avenue that you've been working on and living from is not the best way to go. If you want to take control of your life, I am challenging you today. Decide right now that you have started to sell something. You're going to convert that selling something into a multiple stream of income model. You don't want one income. You want control over your life. And control over your life will require that you put in some work so that you can have money coming from this investment, money coming from this small business, money coming from this job. Set yourself up so that you can live a stress-free life. And when you have money issue, oftentimes your stress level have a tendency of going up. The Bible said money answereth all things pertaining to life. You want to make sure that you're structuring your affairs so that money can be what has been given to you as a tool. You want money to be a tool. You want to be able to use money, not money use you. You want to be able to make sure that as you're growing and going, that, hey, listen, start selling something from the back trunk of your car. Go ahead and put a couple of dollars aside and invest in some stocks. Go ahead, someone is starting a business, you say, hey, can I partner with you in that business venture? If they're reputable, do some research, put something on in writing, and then invest. Be a back supporter. Just financially back the business on the back end. Do the study research. Go and read the books that will help you to learn how to become an investor. But you want multiple streams of income. Stick around this channel. We're going to get better with age. This year is the year for us to win in every area of our lives. I'm Coach Ricardo Miller, letting you know those practical 10 things will help you to take control of your life. If you don't like where you are, you can change where you are. Invite someone else to join this channel. And remember, Ricardo Miller is popping in here every day, doing things to help you to capture basic truths that can transform your life forever. If you haven't subscribed, subscribe today. Drop a comment below and let me know you like this video. Give us a thumbs up, as a matter of fact, if you really, really enjoyed it. Bye-bye, guys. Have a great day.